Congo is a country that has played a hand in every single one of these devices that we carry every day.
Facts.
Congo.
Yes. But it's
and some people have 4, some people have 2, some people have 3, some people have goddamn 5 of these.
Yeah. But what
for
about
one person?
What about Congolans in Congo? They don't even have it.
ChafuwaMeza, ChafuwaMeza. Tuko Nairobi tuna ChafuwaMeza, ChafuwaMeza, ChafuwaMeza. ChafuwaMeza, I see you, let me cheat on kings in the building. ChafuwaMeza, tuna ChafuwaMeza, tuna ChafuwaMeza.
So there's no friendship when it comes to money, man.
I say no. I would have to disagree with that. I would say there's no friends in the industry, man. In the music industry, there's no friends because I felt like there's a lot of rich people that are good friends and don't let money come in between.
Unless you grew up with them like Tony Yayo fit. Dior.
It's true.
But Tony Yayo,
what's his name?
not Tony Yayo. What's his name?
Bleak and was it Jay-Z?
Oh no.
See that okay, that's another example, right? Bleak is my nigga, I fuck with him. But Bleak and Jay-Z supposed to be like super tight, right? But how the fuck can Jay-Z be like billionaire and Bleak is not? I mean, I'm not saying he's supposed to be a billionaire, but at least his pocket's supposed to be heavy because that's your boy.
It might be, man.
Nah, nigga, we can see you. Come on, my guy. We see how you're moving.
Pocket watching.
We have to. Hey, you online, right?
Pocket watching.
You online, right?
I mean, like, I don't, cause that's not meant for him. He didn't take as much risk as Jay-Z did. Maybe Jay-Z took more risk than him.
But look at this. I mean, okay, to me, this is how I look at it.
Jay-Z spent more nights in the studio than him. Jay-Z came out with harder songs. Like Jay-Z he was in there locked in more than him. Like
I can't blame
him. Success.
I'm not blaming his success. I'm just saying if you make it, your boy has to shine just as you, because you're my boy. You're rolling with me. If I look good, you gotta look good. There's no way I'm over here and you over here and you're my boy.
You're a man, bruh. You're a man. You can't leash off of another man. You really can't. Like, okay, because I'm a billionaire. Akol gotta be a billionaire too.
No, but I can make him at least a millionaire.
Yo, he is a millionaire.
Nah.
He's a millionaire. He's at least a millionaire. He got some M's. He still sounds to Rock Boys, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he's making. He has.
Bro, we see how we saw his house. We see how millionaires leave, man. We see how them niggas. Nah, man. If you got the bag, you got the bag.
Some people are out of public eye though.
Huh?
Like probably, I said some people maybe they just be out.
Not the black folks, I'm telling you. In the back, cause you see like Jim Jones, he always be calling him out like, yo, come over here. Let me see the kind of chance you got. Nigga, if you got that shit like that, you gonna be like, you can't fuck with me, my nigga. You see? Well, man. And people are calling you out for a reason. Because if I know you got it like that, I can't say shit. But like, oh, now you better embarrass me.
I feel like, but that's okay. One of those things where you can't judge a book by its cover, man. Like you could look at somebody like, take Steve Jobs. If you ever see Steve Jobs walking around the store, you know his outfit. You know what he likes to wear: all black turtleneck, all black pants with some weak ass shoes. You see him walking around, and you be like, "Damn, he's a bum."
When it comes to black culture, that's not the same.
Why do we have to separate ourselves?
Because that's look how we move and look how they move.
Why can't we see not even young? Why can't we see a black man that's just like averagely dressed and not think that he's successful? We gotta think like he's not successful because he doesn't have a chain on. He's not, because I feel like that's such a slavery mentality.
Thank you. That's what I was going to.
It makes us think like you have to flex on the next slave. You have to show that you're better than the next slave.
That's how it goes.
You have to work harder than the next slave.
Yeah.
Why we still have that slave mentality?
Black culture.
You don't have to have.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
I don't gotta have 20 chains on. I don't gotta pop out of a Bugatti just to show you that I got it. Like I could come off a nice car. I could have some good clothes on. I still have money. That don't mean like, you feel me, like I don't have no money at all. So
it's true. It's true. But this is the point I was trying to say when it comes to Bleak and Jay-Z. If you're my homeboys, right, and I'm popping right now, my shit is just taking off. I'm gonna try my best to put you guys in position where you guys also gonna win. You don't have to win as much as I'm winning, but at least you're still winning. If I'm making billions, you making millions. You see what I'm saying? We all winning. You don't have to keep looking up to me like, he's the big OG and none of that shit. Because, you getting your paper too. You see what I'm saying? To me, that's what I call friendship. I'm helping you and you're helping yourself. Not me, just I'm the one with all the money and you just there. You see like the way 50 does with Yayo on this team? They're always rocking with him.
Bro.
And
because with that, bro, you gotta think like you're not letting this man work. You're feeding him. Okay, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. Like, okay, if you set him up with the right opportunities, like, yo, I need you to connect with this man. You connect with this. You close this deal. This deal is gonna get you. Okay, that's fine.
That's a LeBron shit. Yeah.
You could do that. But like, if I'm a billionaire and my man's not a billionaire, and I'm just supposed to keep feeding him money to get him to catch up with me.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. But I'm putting in positions.
And some people don't take advantage of those positions.
Nah, why are you in my circle then?
I think that's a different what you were saying earlier with the original question. That what you're saying and what you're saying, like to put them in a position. I think we're saying the same thing in a different way. It's like when your ego won't let you do it because you're like, oh, this person is like, keep giving me this, keep giving me that. And you putting them in a position to be like, okay, I'm gonna give you a title. Be like, okay, you're gonna be the manager. You're gonna be this and that and that. You go learn how to do this, and you get paid for it. That's your own title. You earned it.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying. I also get what you're saying too, but
that's how I look at it.
It's just we all ego will get in your way. Sometimes it be like, I gotta be on my own. No, I'm saying like from
you're
a
right. I mean, yes, of course, but
be like,
but that's the poor mentality right there. Like, why would you wanna just put your ego in the way? But well, you're about to get the bag, the real bag.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Now think about I own a club.
Yeah,
I'll be like, yo, my guy, I'm gonna let you run this club.
I'm gonna be behind the scene.
Yeah, I'm gonna be behind the scene. You know what I mean? Now I was about to pay this guy 5%. You probably might get 15 or 20% because you're my guy. Why would you not want to take that deal?
One thing, because I've learned, because when you give people things, they don't work as hard for it.
Facts.
It's not as you. Like, you just made an example. Like, if I give my man's a club, right? And now I started a club. I opened a club. I put the down payment on the club. Like, I found a spot. I did all the research. And I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to be in the back and you just run it, right? Now, that's me giving it to him. So he's not going to appreciate it as much because it's not, he didn't really put the work to go get it. So it's like, okay, he might sleep in late on Mondays. He might miss a couple of meetings. He might, if the payment for the rent is due the 1st, he might be like, I can wait until the 5th to pay it. Like, you know what I'm saying? He might be doing some like small, not necessarily, I want to say shady, because that's your man's at the end of the day. And if that's your real man's, if you're putting him in a position to score, you should be like, yo, thank you. I appreciate this. I'm not going to let you down. But not everybody thinks like that.
True. But you see, the example you just gave me is probably the one with the poor mentality. Because like me right now, if you give me a position of, like, if you're winning and you put me in that position to win, oh my guy, I'm not sleeping for days, my guy, because I'm trying to get on top too. But if I'm thinking with my homeboy, I can get out with some shit, then I'm already losing.
And I respect that, because I'm a big believer of iron sharps iron.
Yeah. So yeah, if you driving the new Lamborghini, I'll be like, yo, in the next 2 years, the next new Lamborghini coming out is gonna be on me. See what I'm saying? Yeah, but if I'm thinking like, you know what, I'm gonna just see right here. I'm pretty sure at some point he probably give me the same Lamborghini. Then we already losing from the get-go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the company will never go far. Look at the example of Ludacris and that's it, what's his manager's name? Zulu. Yeah.
I don't know Zulu.
What's the story?
Is it Zulu or Shaka? Is it Shaka? I think Shaka.
Shaka.
Yeah. The story is like that. They started from the bottom. Uh-huh. And they stuck together the whole time. Remember, who's the main guy? It's Ludacris. He's the one who make all the paper. Remember, he's the one doing the movies, all that shit. But this nigga been sticking with him the whole time. Now, till right now, he's a millionaire too. He can really go on his own if he wants to.
Yeah.
But he's right there with him. He's not lazy. He's working hard. He's booking shit for Luda. And more than 90% when you see Luda, you're gonna see him. He's right there. That's how it's supposed to be.
But he's not making the same money as Luda.
You can, because he's the house name. I mean, look at LeBron's friends. They're all millionaires. They're not making the same money as LeBron.
I ain't go for. I think Rich. Oh no. You're right. I'm not even gonna say Rich Porter. Never touched money. LeBron
is an active villain. That's crazy.
But you see, but everybody around this circle, they're all millionaires though. Yeah. There's nobody calling LeBron, yo, you got a meal for me? Everybody eating.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I think that's the goal at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
I feel like you always trying to, the people that you grew up with, those are the people that you want to succeed with. Those are the people that you want to put in positions to score. But at the end of the day, like, let's take an example. Let's go back to. I'm gonna ask you guys this question: how do you guys feel about the Dame Dash and Jay-Z feud?
Ah, man, let me do this before I even get into that, because I know you're going to disagree with me heavy, man. I know, man, because, nigga, I'm biased as a motherfucker. I'm not even going to cap, man. I'm biased, man. Yes, sir. Sheesh. I'm going to say this. Again, I'm biased because I've been a Rockefeller. Not even a Rockefeller fan for forever, and I've been a Jay-Z fan since I knew hip hop. What they had was good. The friendship, the business movement they had, their journey was amazing. When everything went left, or at least when they broke up, it was super fucked up. First of all, if I was an artist in that label during that time, I would definitely have gone with Jay-Z. To me, a no-brainer. I'm following Jay-Z. I'm not following Damon Dash. Why? He has the name. Jay-Z was the hottest at that time. Jay-Z has money at that time. I mean, compared to Damon Dash, right? Jay-Z has connections. So why would I not want to go with him? All right. Damon Dash at that time, he had a bad reputation in the industry. He was well known to be rude. I mean, he was cocky. The way he talked to people, the way he treat people. There was all this nonsense they kept saying about him. And then time tells. Look what happened after Damon Dash. He fell off.
I don't want to say he fell off. I still think Dame is a house name. He made a lot of not necessarily good business decisions, which has caused him to recently being sued, and I think he's being sued right now, if I'm not mistaken. But Dame Dash has done good things. Paper Soldier, like without Dame Dash, there's no Paper Soldiers. We know what Paper Soldiers opened the door to? Kevin Hart. Nori was in that movie. That's one of the best classic hood movies of all times. So, like, I feel like he does get a bad reputation from here and there because I want to say he's who he is, and he just doesn't want to let down. Like, he doesn't want to be, not necessarily pushed around, but, like, he is who he is, right? Like, I don't know him personally, so I'm not going to say it's okay for him to be rude, because if he was rude to me, I would be like, yo, like, like, what's up with it? Like,
Yeah.
But I still think he's a house name.
I think he was a house name before. Right now, see,
his only mistake is he went against a juggernaut. Maybe not. Name Jay-Z.
But you see, the thing is this.
That's where you gotta pick your battles correct.
True. Okay, you saying you don't think he fell off? He's been in court for years for paying what, like a $800,000 lawsuit. Yeah. I mean, if you have the bag, that could have been out the door long time ago. I already know, nigga. You don't have that
pride.
Nah, you don't have the money.
He's a prideful man.
You know how much money you lose on a lawyer as time goes by?
He's a prideful man. I think he has the money, but his pride is really.
I don't think he has the money. You can even go ahead and Google this shit. Like, you don't have the bag.
Come on, like,
he doesn't have the bag. I'm telling you, man. Like, yo, right now he's banking on that album, because remember they're selling a third of his ownership, a third of his stake on Rockefeller. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's waiting on that money.
Didn't he at some point? Didn't he make like some brand or something like that?
Some what?
Some type of brand or something?
Yeah, he made a lot. Yeah, but none of them shit ever took off. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He fell off.
No way, bro.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm telling you, my guy.
That's not his net worth, bro. That's not his net worth, bro.
Now you're gonna.
This should be lying.
So
bro.
Google's lying now.
That's lying, bro. That's fucking lying, bro.
What am I doing, man? I'm telling you, nigga fell off, man.
Bro, I said his network is 100,000, bro. There's no way, bro.
100,000, damn.
That's not 100. No, there's no way.
I'm told he fell off, man. He fell off, man.
Jay-Z is
Jay-Z a billion, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That nigga fell off.
No fucking way, bro. That's a fucking lie.
It's not a lie, man. Refresh your Google again, you see. He fell off, man. And you see, even when you watch most of his shows or at least most of his interviews, everything he talks about mostly is what he did in the past. There's nothing new. He just keeps talking about Rockefeller days. Dude, that shit's like 20 years ago. So he has nothing else to offer.
I don't know.
The cap is real.
Then when Dash is out of here, man. But even a better question, the one we were talking about earlier, man. How do you feel about Africa? We make that currency, man. We have one currency in all of Africa.
I think that's the best thing, and that's what Gaddafi tried to do.
And they took him out.
They took him out. Don't get me wrong. I think all the black people are gonna hate me for me saying this. But Barack Obama, man, you did a messed up thing by getting that boy killed, man.
Yes,
Barack, you really messed up. That boy was really trying to build one central banking currency for us Africans. I think that would have been the most successful thing that he could do. And Gaddafi being killed in the streets by rebels is probably one of the worst things that could ever happen for us Africans overall. I've seen my mother, she shed tears right in front of me. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Al Jazeera. Like, they televise all like the news and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They showed that live footage of, they recorded him being dragged through the streets, and when they found him in that tomb, they beat him to death. And that guy was only trying to help us as a union.
Yeah.
And now Libya has never been the same.
Definitely.
I think that's one of the dumbest things that I really can't say the dumbest thing, because like I'm not a president. I know that's a hard decision to make, but that was wrong, man. Gaddafi shouldn't have never went out like that. I think if Africa gets a one currency, a central bank backed up by our resources, our gold, natural resources,
then that would be the strongest currency.
That would be the strongest currency in the world.
But that's why I guess they don't want that to happen.
Who loses out of this?
America.
Dollars. Or Western world, I guess. It's
actually pretty much the Western, yeah. Just in general, everybody.
But you just think about it. The country that you've been going in, taking all their natural resources for hundreds and hundreds of years. If that country was like, hey, no, let me use my natural resources as one currency. So now y'all got to come in here and pay for this shit instead of coming in here and getting this shit whenever y'all want. And my currency is going to be stronger than you guys's. So now that's going to keep more people in Africa. And this is my personal opinion. I think 75% of Africans leave Africa for a better life. How about if Africa was so good that you didn't need to leave for a better life? The better life was in Africa. People had to come to Africa for a better life.
Okay, remember, again, because we're talking about the white man, right? Africans being in Africa, what's the first thing they show about America?
What you mean?
When an African watches anything about America, what's the thing they see?
Lavish.
Yes.
Money.
Yes.
Freedom.
Yeah, and that's what they preach. And then in America, when not now, because at least now we have all these social medias, but before they used to show us all the fucked up shit about Africa.
The complete opposite.
Yeah. So everybody believed Africa's shit, and even Africans believe America is the place to go to. That's why we used to have we still even have right now long lines at the American embassy try to get green cards to come to America. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Now, if the white man, not even the white man, if us Africans, we want to win that shit back, I think the only way we can get it back it has to be through blood. That's the only way. The white man will never let that shit go easily. What's the answer to that? War.
And we're not winning that. I'm going to be honest with you. We're not winning that. We're not. let's be honest. The U.S. has one of the strongest navies in the world.
Like, I think that goes back to the. My bad to cut you off.
Okay.
That goes back to the conversation we was having earlier. You know, when you were saying like how to like universal connect Africa and stuff. What's the best thing in the U.S. over here when there's a national threat or national security something going on? What's the first thing people turn on? CNN, local news, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason I'm going to that is, okay, if you go to Africa, be like, okay, Africa, or you go to Kenya, Sudan, South Sudan. If something like that happened, yeah, we have the news, but at the same time with you, at the same time we're like, how can you reach everybody if you want to make it universal? That goes back to what we were saying earlier, like language.
True.
If you were trying to make a public announcement we're just talking about certain country in Africa. We're not talking about the whole Africa.
Yeah.
If you're going to talk about Sudan or Kenya, imagine if you want to make a public announcement to the whole Africa.
I see what you're going with that. Yeah.
How would you reach those people, and what language would you reach those people?
Yeah.
Not speaking of just a currency,
Yeah.
So currency is one thing, and then to reach people,
it's another thing.
Is another thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I see where you're coming from.
So
Sounds good. Yeah. What's more important? What do you think is more important to you? Would you be thinking currency is more important to you, or that same way of communication or communication? You say?
Well, communication is more important because everybody have to be on the same page.
I will say that too. Because if we're not
communicating,
yeah, because now you can get the information.
It's tough.
Yeah, no, you have to get the information. If you don't know shit, how can we do anything? Because now, if me and you can align, we can plan some shit and then we can get the currency later on.
I think currency. Because if I don't know how to speak English, you don't know how to speak English. If I give you $1, you know $1 is $1, right or wrong?
Wrong.
Because you've seen it being used though.
No, what if I've not seen it being used? Because now we're assuming.
No. But I'm saying, like, if we have the currency that's universal, right? So everybody in Africa knows $1 is $1.
Okay.
So you already know $1 is $1, but you just speak a different language. But when you see that dollar visually, you know it's $1. You know what I'm saying?
I can agree with you to that.
So you know that's $1. You don't have to speak the same language as me.
Yeah.
But when you see that dollar,
like the Spanish. I mean the Mexicans, huh?
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say.
When you see that $1, you know that is $1. That equals $1. So you can get anything you want in the store for this $1. So like, and that's why I say I think currency holds more weight, because at the end of the day, I think with currency leads to a freedom in a faster lane than having the same language does.
But you see, in our situation, the problem is we have to communicate so we can come into an understanding what we're trying to do. Right now, for us to have a common currency, other people have to understand what's going on. If we don't speak the same language, then how are you going to understand what we're trying to do?
But I can agree with you on what he said, and I can agree with you what you said with the current, with the money, because you said, like, okay, for example, like Spanish, when you see a money, you visualize it. You know, this is $5. You can learn it quick, especially when you're an immigrant and you come to U.S. here. You don't speak whatever language. You go to a job. You short me my check, I know what's going on. Like, where's my money at? But at the same time, you need the language. You need the language to to communicate for as far as like the whole business wise and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you see, in Africa, we are right now. We try to solve these problems, right? We don't have a currency and we don't have one language. Yeah. So to me,
that's the biggest barrier.
Yeah, I feel like to get to the currency, we have to start from the language first. At least we have to understand each other.
Okay, but the only reason why I disagree with that to a certain extent, because with Africa, there's so many languages in Africa.
True.
You gotta understand. Like, my mom, she speaks 5 languages, and I know his mom speaks probably more than 5. Your people, they probably speak what?
Same thing.
5?
We have like, I don't know, what, maybe 40 languages in here?
40 languages?
Yeah.
Now imagine telling that person, hey, you got to learn one. But with them, with each country has one currency. It's going to be easier transferring the currency first to get everybody in that united mindset. Because I feel like it starts with mindset first. If we're all like, hey, we're united with the same currency, we're together, we're under one umbrella, okay, then I think from that it's easier to convince people that since we have the same currency, we're united that way, we should also be united with the same language.
I think it's the other way around. You know why? Let's say, for example, just like I mentioned my country, we have a lot of tribes, right? And of course, everybody speaks all these different tribes. Now, when it comes to election, all these people, all these politicians, when they go on their campaign, on their rallies, they usually speak one language, regardless where they are. They'll either speak English or they'll speak Swahili. So, meaning both of us, you could be from a different tribe, I'm from a different tribe, but this guy's speaking one language to all of us. And now, through that communication, we can understand what he's trying to do.
But how many people are going to understand that, though?
A lot.
How many people are going to understand that? But that's also saying that are people in the village going to understand that? Are the people that never got the opportunity to learn Swahili understand that?
But remember, most of the villagers, they're older people. Those are not the ones we're really depending on. We always depend on the younger people. The younger people, their mind is always open.
To us,
see what I mean? And then the younger guy is the one who's going to go communicate to the older guys what's going on. So I need this younger guy to understand what's going on. He needs to understand my language. What's my language? It's going to be that Swahili or English. He understands that widely. Now he can go back and translate that to his tribe. That's how the villagers will understand that. And maybe the villagers be like, you know what? I like what he's saying, but I don't understand. Could you teach me this stuff?
But
then you can break it down to the currency. Be like, now, since you understand me, we have another thing called currency.
But I agree with you on that one.
You made a great point there. You didn't. You made an excellent point there. Fantastic point.
No, I agree with you on that one too. And what do you call it?
Nigga, you agree with everybody, man. What the fuck?
No. Listen, listen. What I'm saying is, okay, to make a great mind. Okay, I'm the middleman here. Exactly. I guess. I'm throwing some alley-oop, man.
You political, man.
It's political, right? No, but not to throw me off guard, but what do you call it? What do you call it?
The tribe one.
No. What I'm saying is, okay, to have somebody in the middle to go trying to translate it, to hear the message from a translator is probably the mind to grasp that. It's not going to be the same from when you hear it.
Yes.
From the actual
exactly.
message.
Yeah, it always end up being twisted up. Yeah.
Yeah. So it can translate it in a different way.
Yeah.
So, and the other one I was telling him when he said he agreed with the currency one. The currency is good because it will, economic wise, it's gonna create jobs. It's gonna create a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
When everybody's under the same umbrella with the currency wise, okay, somebody's gonna create a job here and job there, and then once you get that job is gonna have qualification, and when you have that qualification, it's gonna be like, okay, you need to learn this, you need to learn that, or whatever. It's gonna put you under that particular thing to learn.
I feel you, but that's gonna take forever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's gonna take forever because we need both. We want the currency and the language,
right?
Yeah. So if you're gonna make it like that, remember now, don't forget we still have corruption in there.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean? So corruption is gonna fuck everybody else. So who's gonna get the job? Your own people. So that process
but
take
right
forever.
now with the corruption is because the business language is only one and not everybody speak it. But when it become universal, the whole Africa knows it.
Yes.
You fuck up, you gotta go.
Yeah. So that's what I was saying. If
you got a lot of mind, the whole Africa mind is behind one currency. So that person gotta go instead of one person in that country controlling whatever is going on. So that's where I was going with that.
I feel you, but again, I'm heavy.
It's not easy.
Not everything we're talking about is nothing is easy.
Yeah.
Everything's completely hard as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, even in a relationship, what's the first thing they say? We have to communicate. You have to understand each other. So if the whole continent can understand each other, this is what we're doing. This is what we're saying. This is what is going to happen.
Right.
We all speaking the same language. There's no translating. There's nobody coming up with their own shit. Like, I think this is what he say. I think this is what he meant. Because we all can speak the same language.
Right.
And then we can slowly move into the currency. Slowly move into whatever else we need to move into.
But do y'all think there's pros and cons to everything?
Of course.
So like,
welcome to life.
Right. Yeah. So do you think if everything is universal, do you think Africa is going to lose its culture? Well, like with the younger generation, with the language, dialect language and everything like that, you think would that still grow up with the next generation growing up?
Yes and no. Yes and no, because remember, now we're becoming one. Meaning, you're going to come into my country, I'm going to go to your country, I'm going to go over here. Because remember, the border's going to be open. So we're becoming one. So we pretty much becoming like America. Right. You know what I mean? So the only different things you might hear is going to be shit like, yo, I think down south, they do shit like this. I think up north, they do shit like this.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it doesn't necessarily mean we lost the culture.
Yeah.
But it's just going to be a different.
Well, not exactly culture. Maybe I missaid it, but language. Do you think the language will still be there, the dialect language?
It might die slowly.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? It might die slow. Because remember, now the new culture coming in, they speak in, let's say maybe it's English. They speak in English 24/7. And then they introduced English to their kids. So it might slowly die. You know what I mean? Now you're going to run into families who don't speak that, or at least they have no clue about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we need that.
True.
We need that.
Yeah, I definitely think that if we get those two, I don't think nothing can stop us, man. I really think nothing can stop us. I feel like, just as a continent overall.
Hold up. Do you mind if you bring the mic closer to you?
I think as a continent overall, man, we just been through so much, man. And we have so much to offer. I think when we become kings and queens of, yeah. What's meant for us is when, we come together as a united, front. I hope I'm alive for this. I would love to see the Olympics in Africa, man. I would love to see the Olympics in Africa. I would love to see the Olympics in Africa.
In Africa. Ooh, that would be crazy. That would be crazy.
The Olympics, and I would love to see. Imagine playing a tennis match in like Cairo, and the pyramids are in the back.
That would be super.
And then you're from Cairo, you're traveling to South Africa. You're playing a soccer match with, the ocean in the back. Like, come on, crazy. Man. And then you're going to Morocco. There's so much.
That would be super. Man.
I think we would deserve that.
Now I got a question for you guys. Let's say all that we just mentioned happens, and then the Black Americans from America want to go. When I move back to Africa, do you think we will accept them?
Of course.
Of course.
They're one of us.
I like that answer. That was bold, huh?
They are us. We are one.
They're not like us? We are one.
Yeah, we are one. We are one. They run through us. I mean, I don't understand, like, this beef with African Americans, man. This shit gotta stop, man. This shit really gotta stop.
Yeah.
African Americans, I'm not gonna say not liking Africans or Africans not liking African Americans. Man, this shit gotta stop, man, because we're cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
And nobody could really, we're great. Like, point blank period. Like, if you think about it, like, for us, like us Africans that come to the US, I know sometimes we'll look at African Americans like, oh, they might be too lazy, this and that. And then African Americans might hate us because be like, oh, they think we're not shit. But at the end of the day, I think it comes to it's a little brother versus big brother fight. Like, it's a family fusion.
Yeah.
Family feud, I would say. Excuse me, I said fusion, I'm tripping. But it's a family feud. It's that we're always, butting heads and everything, but like, it's a family thing. And I think people that from the outside that look in, they're very judgmental to it.
Yeah.
But when you're inside looking out, it's really not that serious to you, man. Like,
I can agree to that. I can agree to that. And the reason I'm saying that, because lately I've seen a lot of Black Americans taking trips to Africa, and they receive welcoming as soon as they get there. I've not seen issues. I've not seen Black folks coming back and say, "Fuck Africa, we're not gonna go back." Like they're not shitting on us. So I feel like we're on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, to answer your question and what he said too is like, sometimes, man, that's why it's called television. You know, it's fucking up your mind. You know, don't believe what you see and all that stuff. Like you said, if they visit over there, you come back with a whole different perspective.
But one thing that I would like recommend, I really think that African Americans could invest more into Africa. I feel like the African American community, the African American how would I explain this? The African American power when it comes to currency in the U.S. is so much that African Americans don't take advantage of it.
Let me challenge you on that one a little bit, man, because this shit right
here. They have the African American. I don't want to call them they because when I use the word they, I feel like I'm grouping them out to like, oh, that's no, like us as us Africans. Period. Like, do you understand like the amount of money we spend, the amount of power we have? If us African Americans just come together, just come together and just be like, yo, we are not gonna spend no money with you if you're a business that's not helping us move forward. We're not gonna spend no money with you at all.
100% completely. I agree with you. Now, let me ask you this question so we can understand this thing before we introduce the Black Americans into Africa. How's corruption in Sudan?
Oh, would I be Cole? You could correct me if I'm wrong. Does the president's kids, do they even live in South Sudan? Or they live outside of South Sudan? They have a big house outside of South Sudan.
I'm pretty sure they have to have a house outside of South Sudan.
Outside of South Sudan.
They probably have
mansion.
They probably even have a house over here in America, or probably somewhere in Europe.
Things like Australia.
You know how they do it. And the reason I just asked that question is this, because in my country, especially with the Kenyans who lives in America right now, because most of them always wanna invest in Kenya, but the problem comes in is the corruption. People steal from you so much, and they lie to you so much. Like at some point, you're like, fuck it. Fuck the investments. I'll just keep my money in my bank or do some other shit. But I'm not investing anything. Which leads to African American, of course, not being able to do shit in it over there. You know what I mean? So the corruption is so high, it just makes us as Kenyans living outside of Kenya so hard to invest in things out there. If that can stop, then we balling.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Sudan is the same shit. I don't know what happens in Sudan.
I mean, to answer your question, you said if the corruption is high, like just direct, this is the ceiling, it's through the roof. It's high.
So do you have like land problems also? Like someone will sell you a fake land?
I haven't been back home in a minute, so
that's the story we're gonna talk about when you get back. Have you been back home lately?
No, man.
No?
I've never been back since I left, and I think that's one of that's my next goal is to go back.
But what you mean, like when somebody sell you?
Okay, this is the thing, right? Let's say, for example, like I can go to Kenya, right? And I'll be like, okay, I want to invest in something. Mm-hmm. So I want to buy a land.
Right.
There's going to be brokers selling me that land. There's going to be landowners selling me that land. There's going to be fake owners coming at you. So the biggest challenge that you end up having is, especially if they know you have money, or at least you're coming from outside of Kenya, because now they know there's some shit you don't know. When it comes to money, everybody speaks the same language. So this dude might end up going to the chief and tell the chief, guess what? This is how much we're gonna sell this land to this guy. We're gonna end up making a fake title deed. This is how much money you're gonna make, because we're making a deal with you. And the same guys, now we got the guy trying to sell the land to me, you got the chief, and then probably have a lawyer. So these same guys come to my lawyer too. Be like, yo, we're gonna get your guy, and this is your card. All you have to do is just tell this guy, yo, you see the paperwork, everything looks good. Like, you got the title deed right here. This is how much money you're gonna pay. The chief is right here telling you everything is good. Like, there's nobody who owns this land. This is their owner. Like, as soon as you pay for the land, you're gonna own this shit 100%. And probably the guy who owns the land has no idea what's going on, because that's his land. And then since you have your lawyer and the lawyer is telling you everything's a green light, is good, you end up paying everybody. You pay him, pay whatever you need to pay. You get the land, you get the fake title deed. Now you're thinking that's your land. Now you pull up at your land, try to build whatever you want to build. And then the nigga shows up. Like, what the fuck are you doing on my land? It's like, yo, who is you?
Yeah.
Now you end up having this kind of headache. Now you have to go to court. What happens? Now you have to get another lawyer. So fight the case. The money, remember, the longer the case takes, the more money you're still spending. So at some point, you're like, fuck this shit, man. How much money do I have to keep losing?
Yeah.
So we have so many stories like that. You know what I mean? And it ends up in corruption. Why? Because most of these people are broke. They don't have money. They look at you as money.
Mm-hmm. An opportunity.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, before we can even introduce investments to the Black America, or at least to the Americans, like, let's fix this problem on our own,
right,
before we introduce anybody else to come in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because when that shit happens to them, they'll come back over here shitting on us.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Corruption got to stop first.
And another thing, and this is also a big challenge. And you are about to go home pretty soon. You're gonna notice this shit. Once you have money in your pocket, and then you go out there and run into corruption, you're gonna be so happy for corruption. Why? Because so much shit, you can get away with so much shit because you got money.
Yeah.
So you're gonna support that. And be like, you know what? Yeah, I like corruption. But the bottom guy, he's suffering. You know what I mean? So it becomes harder to beat corruption. How do you beat it? Because the guys who got money support it because they have money. The ones who don't have money, they don't like it, they don't want it, they want to fight it. But how can you fight anything if you don't have any money? You have no voice. Who's going to listen to you?
That's tough.
So yeah, how do you beat this shit?
Corruption is tough to beat, man. It's always gonna be tough to beat because you gotta understand the people that you're trying to beat are the people that are on top with more money. It's a David versus Goliath type of battle.
Pretty much.
And the people that, like I said, they have the most money. They could afford the lawyers, and they could afford the case to keep going on for years and years and years.
Yeah.
And most of them know if they just push the case back as long as they can, you're gonna have to tap out.
Of
you don't
course,
have the funds.
yes, sir, 100%.
With them, it's like, okay, because if you get them in the court and the case continues, and it actually starts, they might lose.
Yeah.
But if they could keep pushing it back, filing for motions, they're gonna win. They have the money to do so. So with us, it's an uphill battle. And I don't think, like, we're not going to see it in our lifetime. I'm just going to be honest.
Hey, I'm going to just say, hey, I'm not oblivious to the situation, but I still believe in Africa or, in those countries. But I just think the next generation can correct that because they're growing up knowing what's going on. And with the tech world, everything is like, everything is, you can record it and everything nowadays.
Man, it kills me, man.
You can.
Yo, Congo is a country that has played a hand in every single one of these devices that we carry every day.
Facts.
Congo.
Yes. But it's
and some people have 4, some people have 2, some people have 3, some people have goddamn 5 of these.
Yeah. But what
for
about
one person?
What about Congolans in Congo? They don't even have it. They don't have it. Have you seen how many deaths out there? Yeah, so that shit is crazy, man.
That's wild.
That shit is super crazy, man. But I'm telling you, if we can get rid of corruption, a lot. I'm telling you, 90% of our problems are gonna be out the window.
But I think corruption is our kryptonite.
Yes,
we can't. Corruption is fucked up to say this. It's a part of us, and I think higher power have. I don't call them higher power because it's only one higher power, but people that were in control have figured that out, and they know what buttons to push.
True.
They know that, hey, he's a greedy person. If I tell him I have a penthouse for you in New York for you and your family for 3 months out of the year, he could do whatever I want him to tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all I gotta get him is a penthouse in New York.
Yeah.
For Christmas for 2 to 3 weeks or 2 to 3 months out of the year. That's nothing to me. But to him,
it's a lot.
Everything.
Yep.
I'm in New York. I'm in penthouse.
Yep.
I have a limousine.
Yep.
I get a private jet. Like, that means everything to him. And all I have to is let you come here and dig in this area and take this natural resource that even if I dig it out, the process of me getting it to be profitable is going to take so long. And that's why I think a lot of African countries are very careless with their natural resources. Because to turn that natural resource into a profit takes a long time. It's a whole process, right? Like, you know, the resources that are used in these phones, right? For you to put them in the phones, like, it has to go through a whole lot of stages.
Yeah.
And Kenya just can't afford to, you know, pay for all those stages for that resource to become profitable. So that's why I think they're like, why waste our time when we could just give it up?
I think they can through some type of trades, man. Because Kenya got something another country don't have.
Yeah,
Another
we
country
can.
in Africa,
But remember,
trade.
also one of the key things, I won't say they're careless about it. I'll just think, remember, the general people, 9 out of 10 do not know what will be happening. So it's just the people in power, and the people in power are usually the government. So those are the ones who make the decision for the people. So when they make this kind of trades, and of course, now we're dealing with greedy people like you mentioned earlier. We're dealing with greedy people. They make these deals at the expense of the people. When shit goes down, people usually have no idea what the fuck happened. You come to learn about this shit when it's too late. Like just the other day, I mean, thank God it happened. We found out they were trying to sell the airport in Kenya. The airport, my guy. That's an international airport. How the fuck do you sell this shit?
To who?
It was I think a billionaire in India was trying to get that shit.
Bro, we just be.
But that's the thing, though. How much behind are we behind in the world? So, like, this is the question, you know? The world this is not checkers, bro. It's chess. So it's like the way they're playing the game is like, yeah, it could be the leader in back home, but also the bright mind out here. We got U.S. Western world is like what the most immigrants they whatever they bring them over here, right? Because they still got fresh mind. They come over here, study, become doctor, and all that stuff. But you know, you buy their mind. They stay over here. They're living like what we said earlier. The first time you come to the U.S. is what exposes you to luxuries and all that stuff. So you know, the bright minds are back home, but they bring them here. They don't go back.
Yeah, they don't go back
because once you get the bag, the contract, whatever, you know, of course you're comfortable. You build a family and you're doing all that.
Yeah,
but you know, you're not going back, you know, so it's like you're not going back to go, if all those minds that go back home and build man, look at the doctors and stuff. Most of them, you're going to see some Africans and some,
yeah,
you know, all the engineering and all these stuff. Because people in America here, they're fucked up and they're lazy, you know, no, for real. Not like trying to, but.
You know, that has always been my issue. But then again, I had to dig in. I came to realize now, like you just mentioned, that guy came to America, went to school, probably has all these loans, finished school,
You get uncomfortable, but
no. Before he gets comfortable, let's say this guy says, "All right, cool. You know what? Now I have my degree. I'm gonna just go back to Africa. I'm gonna help them out." The kind of pay they will be paying you in Africa is pennies.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna be like, "What the fuck am I doing here?"
I mean, I'm not saying anything is bad about that, but you starting a new life, so it's a whole different situation
Bro,
for you. So you
I get that, but you have to be real. The kind of money you're making, you're barely surviving, and you have these degrees, and then you're looking at the same. You're looking at your peers in America balling.
You don't want to go back to the same situation. Compared to what you came from, I think they accept this one better. You have some sort of income, you know, some sort of income,
bro.
It's comfortable. You know?
Keyword, some sort of. Sort of, but my peers in America, they're all driving Lamborghinis right now.
It's like I said, it's like, you know, some people have, it depends how soon you came over here or extended time, and you have some family that been through it before. So you have a step where you have a head start. You know?
Yeah, you do. And also remember, that's another thing. And that's a good point. You have a head start. So you're the only one who's making this kind of money. So everybody else is below. You know what I mean? So they're all gonna start depending on you. When shit happens, it's a phone call to you. Hey, we need such and such. Something has happened. Hey, So how you gonna make it?
Yeah,
bro, you're gonna be like, I mean, the only way I can help everybody, maybe let me just go back to America because now the dollar will make more sense. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And as soon the next thing you know, you're gonna be on the flight back to America.
Yeah, because that's why it's tough. It's tough because like you hear about this, hey, go back, do this change, but it's just like I've worked so hard for the last 8-7 years, and now when I go home, first of all, like you brought up, you don't make the same money, right?
Yeah.
And I also brought up earlier, you're looked upon as an outsider.
Yeah.
You're not looked upon like he's one of us. You're not one of us. You left us.
Yeah.
And now you're coming back here, and now you're trying to show off.
Yeah.
And now you think you think you're better than us just because you got a college degree from America.
Yeah.
Why should we listen to you?
Yeah.
That's the type of things that get people killed back home.
Oh yeah. Oh, quick. The jealousy? Oh, quick. They kill.
And there's no investigation.
Nah.
So sometimes I look at our parents and I'd be like, this is a setup. You guys are trying to, like, they don't think of it like that. But this is like that envy, that jealousy is real.
It is real.
If I'm a sitting president, I've never had more than a 6th grade education level. And I see you're coming from America, you graduated from Howard University, you have a law degree, and you're coming into politics, and you're coming from my place. And you're saying all these things that are bringing people together, and you're uniting people. And I'm like, oh, wait.
Yeah.
And I've been here for years.
Yeah.
But you just got here, and now you're trying to take my place. You don't think? Come on, man.
Yeah. They're going to do something to you. Yeah. Easy.
And as a president, if I kill you, what's going to happen?
Nothing. Who's going to touch you? Nothing.
It's not like the U.S. where you get...
nah.
No, man, it's over.
Nah. In Africa, this is old story. They were like, did you hear about such and such? Yeah, and then that's it. End of story.
End of story.
Oh, man. Yeah, man.
So...
I think we're gonna stop it right there because it's been almost 2 hours.
It's tough, man. It's almost 2:00, man.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, man. It's 1:05. You know I'm African. I round up. Don't run down, man.
I'm about to say.
Yeah, man. Great conversation with you guys, man.
But definitely, man, I want to appreciate you guys for coming through, man. That's been dope for the last 2 hours, man. It's been a dope conversation. I mean, I don't know if you have any handles you want to plug in.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Rich Homie 14, Instagram. Definitely follow me. Also, I do have our clothing line brand. Oh my God, the liquor's kicking my ass right now. But it's called Forever Goon. So it's the letter 4 and Goon on Instagram as well. You can follow that page. We've been doing our thing for quite a while here. So we just keeping it pushing, and also to anybody watching, if you're local to the Raleigh area, or even in the U.S., You know, as I don't know how long we're gonna be doing this. But if we're definitely in the next pod, I would love to, you know, promote any of your brands or anything like that. Definitely, you know, get in touch with us and we could, you know, definitely do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, of course. You're coming back for sure. That's a fact.
Don't forget to tell them, man, you do basketball training.
Yeah, of course. If you're ever in a local area, you know, Raleigh, Apex, I do host training as well. Ages from high school to, you know, the collegiate level. We do private workouts. If, you know, you ever want to come in, you know, work on your, you know, your passion, you know, kind of get better on your skills or anything like that. We have some good guys that, you know, are going to help you out. You know, we do the basics, man. Handling drills, shooting drills, and all of that good stuff. So definitely just, you know, let me know. Once again, I'm at RichHomie14 on Instagram. You could follow me, DM me. I'll be there.
Amen to that. Cool, anything?
No, man. I just got a question for you. Maybe
What's
you
up?
might give him an advice as an upcoming coach. Any advice you want to give him?
I'm not a coach.
I know, man, but coaching comes in all different ways, all shape or forms, man. With, you know, dealing with young guys and everything.
Coaching.
Or just so, you know, for basketball. You're a basketball guy.
I love. Nah, he's the only one who can give me coaching when it comes to all that, man.
No, man, I feel like you can take advices from everybody, man. Everybody comes. Yo, I'm a big believer. Everybody comes from different walks of life, man. So you definitely gotta take.
Anything. My bad to put you on spot, coach.
Nah, I mean it's cool, but nah, I mean I will not say anything about that. All I can say is I appreciate you for what you're doing, man. You're helping the community, which is a dope thing. You know what I mean? The young kids looking up to you, the young kids joining your program. You know what I mean? You're doing a lot for the younger guys or the younger generation coming up. That is a unique thing because a lot of folks are just, you know how folks be, they just stuck up. Like they don't want to share their knowledge or whatever they have to offer. It's like they just want to keep it to themselves. So I will definitely congratulate you. Keep doing what you're doing. That's super dope. You're welcome to my show whenever. Because my shit runs every single day. You can come whenever day. I don't care. I don't mind. Man, you're always welcome, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
that's the African love right there. If y'all people don't know, man, you know how we get down, man. Like, yes, appreciate that, man.
I like good energy, good talks, man. And they already say you got that. So definitely welcome with open arms over here, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that, man. Yes, it means a lot. It means a lot.
100%, man. Yeah. So I think that's about it, man. Guys, see you on the next one.
Yeah, man, we fucked the table up this time around. You know what I'm saying? That's the motivation. Just remember, every time you go out, make sure you fuck the table up. And make sure she's with the Africans all summer long, man. And all year long. Y'all have a good one, man. Rich homie, I'm out of here, man.
249.
ChafuwaMeza, ChafuwaMeza. Tuko Nairobi tuna ChafuwaMeza. ChafuwaMeza, ChafuwaMeza. Tuko in the city, ChafuwaMeza. Don Kings in the building. Kings in the building. ChafuwaMeza, ChafuwaMeza. Tuko Nairobi tuna ChafuwaMeza. ChafuwaMeza, ChafuwaMeza. Tuko in the city, ChafuwaMeza. Don Kings in the building.